right, welcome back, everyone. We are going to continue on Game Over Cancer now with a Chrono Trigger Jets of Time. It's going to be a randomizer. This is the Legacy of Cyrus category with a gear rando and an epic fail. And we're going to throw it off to Akuheish, who's going to be doing this randomizer. Take it away, Aku.
Hey, thanks for that. Welcome in, everyone. Doing Legacy of Cyrus, where I have to find Frog and Magus, get to Magus's castle. Also, I have to find the Wings of Time so I can fly around in the Epic. And I'm gonna start on Wave so I don't die quickly in battles. I'm gonna start here in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I know what happened. It's starting with Ayla and Frog. So that's one half of the team I need. The other half is Magus. So Frog, I need to find what we call the Grand Leon. And with the Gear Rando, it's going to give us a special ultimate weapon ability of some sorts. And I'm hoping for Wonder or Crisis. And it can be a couple other different abilities too. I just love the sound of poor music at the end there. Because normally I would start out flying around in the Epic in 600 AD. But with no wings, I start here. And I'm going to check the shop, the snail stop, see what's for sale. And it is the hero medal. And we also start out at level 1. With Ayla, I can go to my favorite grind spot. Well, not a grind spot, but a spot to get the first several levels and a couple of techniques. So grab this chest, and I fight these guys. So what I'm doing is I'm having Frog attack, and Ayla will attack a bird. The second and fourth attack will be guaranteed critical hits. And I attacked with the wrong person. And I'm doing these critical hits because the birds have 95 or 96 hit points. And if Frog critted, it would not be enough to take them out in one attack. And if I do not do it this way, then they will counterattack and cause my character to be confused. And now with that hero medal, I can go right here, check out what's in this chest in the Frog's Burrow, and see what the character is. And this is Chrono, so he's going to just sit here this whole time. I would need both pieces of the broken sword to get Chrono. And that gate key gives me prehistory time period. And with no way to fly over, I have to kind of do a roundabout way to get to the other continent. Go here, get the free heal, and pet the cat on the way out. Always pet the cat. make a safety save before hopping in here because I cannot come back from this other continent unless if I go through this cave and go through the boss. And with no magic, I cannot fight these guys. So I'm just going to run away. If I had water too with Frog, I could fight them. But with no AoE spells, it's just, for me, it's going to be better to run away. Come up here, use the gate key. Gonna come here to the end of time. So yeah, it would be better to do this. And going back through the portal gives me end of time access. And I will talk to Specchio to get Frog's third technique. And we get to see the very rare Frog Specchio. Think magic, walk around 3 times. That was 2 and 3. I don't know what Frog learned, but if I fight Specchio now, I would have to force myself to die somehow. So go back to prehistory. Because there's no other really good place to... Well, I could have gone to the fair, hopped in the epic there, or just go here, run from this fight. And the epic will follow me to this time period. Other thing I'm doing this time period is I'm going to see what character is up on top of this mountain. And kind of hope that it's Magus, because then he'll start with his first 3 techs and be at level 15. Another interesting, or to me, a really good part about Legacy of Cyrus is there's no future access. So the pendant, all that does is allows me to unlock the sealed chests. And blocking, it also blocks off some checks. So this can be a much shorter mode. Oh, I was too far to the left. There's about a pixel or 2 that you can get into there to skip this encounter. But I got lucky and my team was fast enough. Maybe I can get the second skip and show what it can look like. Got the second one. And it is Robo. Okay, Robo's going to start with his first 3 techs. I also unlocked the dactyls. Up here is a rock with gear rando. It changes what the rock can give. It is going to allow me to do the triple tech, but also with it being a plus, have an additional ability. This one is magic defense plus 12. And Robo does not have good techs to fight Nizbel. So I'm going to go to the present. And I am going to go to the cathedral and get Magus. Since that's the last place that Magus can be at.
All right, we're about 10 minutes into the run. Do you have time for some donations?
Yes, there's plenty of time.
All right. We have a donation from One Free Fits who gave $10 US. They wish you good luck on the Jets of Time run, and they're putting that $10 towards saving Sid. So we already have some competition for those 2 incentives. Remember, !I in the chat. You get to see what incentives they are. We are at a tie right now for Final Fantasy VI. $10 towards both Save Sid and Kill Sid. And another donation comes from Anon Donor, who gives $20 Canadian. They are putting that towards the live tap dancing bonus run incentive that we have. That's $200 to unlock. Just a reminder to everyone, !D for donations in the chat. You also get, with every $10 donation, an entry into a raffle for a Game Over Cancer GameCube controller, plus Resident Evil 4 Remake. And every $5 donation puts you in to win one of 3 Steam keys: a Resident Evil 4 Remake, Duck Game, or What is Sleeping in My Room. All right, Taku, back to you.
All right. Yeah, I stopped by Xenon Bridge just to set up that check. Now I'm in this fight with 4 Naga Eds to see what the first character here is. Robo is going to be the powerhouse, and he's also the slowest character on the team. And that's only because he's level 50. So get some more levels. And this character is my Magus. So in the back of Cathedral, if I finish it, is either Luca or Marl. I was kind of hoping that Magus would be in the back, because then he would be starting with his first tech. So now I have to get him 50 tech points to learn the first tech. Which is a lot. Getting this secret bromide. In the rando, when we turn it in, it's going to give us one of each tab. Magus also starts with about mid-game gear. Get some more levels. And I am going to go to the back just in case if it is Morrow. I might get another item that unlocks another check. Looking through my gear. Put a Berserker on Magus because all he's going to be doing is attacking anyway. The henches will be doing more damage than the Diablos, so I try to get rid of them first. The frog with that hero medal has a lot more protection and he deals more damage. So that's going to be amazing when I find the Grand Leon. Which I do need the Grand Leon to open up I forgot what it's called. But I gotta open up a small dungeon with it. And gonna go to this Yakra fight quick. I am notorious for not shopping. So Yakra fight is an easy fight even in the rando. Around 900 hit points. Just attack with strong attacks. He'll do his counter attack. It's not going to do too much. And this next attack should be the end of the fight. Now we will be transported to the castle, meaning I don't have to go through the forest to get to the castle. then I can see what the chef in the basement is going to give us, and then go through that bridge, Zenon Bridge. And I am only hunting for items. The broken sword, the broken hilt, the Grand Leon, and the wings. So is it Maro or Luca? It is Luca. So Maro is in the future. And because she's in the future, she's going to be the character we fight at the Mega Spot. And I like my party how it is. Gonna do a quick safety save. Should not really need it. I know my menuing is quick, and Ayla's fists are giving her more magic. And she's at magic +2 right now. So we talked to the chef. He's going to give us a key item. Hopefully a key item. It is Robo's ribbon. I am still going to go through this. If this was not epic fail, I would reset out of this whole fight. But because of epic fail, this bridge will stop me from progressing, or not progressing. It's just going to make it easier to go from north to south continents. There are 2 fights with Ozzy and Deceased, or Skeletons. We can either attack and kill the skeletons, or hit Ozzy 3 times. I usually opt for hitting Ozzy 3 times. I'm going to try to get into the menu. Since this is the randomizer, it goes from one fight to the next fight. I did not get into the menu. I'll have another chance after this. And I want to get into the menu to get the Berserker off of Megas. Nope. Alright. So Megas with his Berserker is going to attack whatever he attacks. Some boar boss. His main gimmick is he only takes damage. The top takes damage from water and shadow. The bottom takes damage from lightning and fire. And when the top goes down, it does a death counter that steals all of your magic. And with Megas hitting the bottom and the top, once I do get to only the bottom part, it shouldn't be having too much HP. Do a quick heal. Keep attacking the top. And there's that MP buster. So the top is down, it is only the bottom. And there goes the bottom. Then I will immediately turn in this bromide. Go to the inn, heal up quick. And one thing I like about this mode is it showing the storyline I like to say about this mode is Magus came back from adventuring with the group, and Ozzy took charge of Magus's castle with whoever is in the future. So Magus is trying to get his castle back, and because he knows Frog a lot more, is asking Frog for help. Frog says, I need to have my ultimate weapon and charge it up at the northern ruins, but we also have to open up your castle with the Masamune blade. So they're on an adventure together for that common goal. Two people that had beef with each other and coming to being friends. So we got to take out Ozzy, who took over Magus's castle, and then after we take out Ozzy at the castle, we have to finish it off in Ozzy's fort. And you are going to see a lot of encounter skips because they don't give enough experience points for me to fight them. Like there's an encounter skip, here's an encounter skip. This one you just go straight up and around the encounter skip and no gauntlets. Okay, I did not get this one. This one is a little bit more trickier. My controller's not exactly working how I want it to work. So we'll just run away. So here we just go left after the ladder. Come across here. Mountains are nice. Okay, magic tabs are good with +3. And I noticed the power tabs are +4. Speed tabs will always be +1 in our races. And I am going to grab this speed tab, grab this chest, grab this rock, so black rock so Magus can use it. And I grab these chests because that is my timing to skip that bird. Get some better gear on my people. And this fight does not change. It's Masa and Moon. And then they fuse together. And without Chrono, there's no way to get rid of the wind attack that they will eventually do. And I'm hoping that I forgot to look at how many tech points Magus needs to learn his first attack. So I'm gonna kind of hope that he learns it after this fight, or in the middle of this whole encounter. Are there any questions from chat about the rando? About what I'm doing?
While people are typing in their questions, do you mind if I chime in with something quickly?
Go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind everyone that we do have a few prizes up for donators. If you donate a total of $10 or more, you get one entry into the top prize. That is the Game Over GameCube controller plus the Resident Evil 4 remake. Once again, that is if you donate a total of $10 or more throughout the entirety of the marathon, you get one entry in there. And of course, donations of $5 or more get you a chance to win one of 3 Steam keys. That is the Resident Evil 4 remake as well, the Duck Game, or What Is Sleeping in My Room. So donate throughout, and if you donate multiple times, that does add up to put you in for the $10 donation level, but it is one entry per person, just to clarify that. Exclamation point D in the chat, exclamation points P for the prize details. Back to you.
Oh God. Past the first part. Now for the second part, he's going to store energy, and right now is when I go with stronger attacks. He's going to counterattack with a single target counterattack every time. And is there a mode for beginners? I would almost say this mode would be good for beginners because you don't have to go through everything more so in the future. And you're not going up against Lavos and or Queen Zeal. We do have a beginner mode itself too. And the beginner mode, what that does is it gives you better gear earlier on in the season, so you're not waiting as long to get the end game gear. It also reduces prices of things. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't be seeing his big attack again. So since Frog is low on MP and can't really heal anyone, alright, he'll finish the fight. And as far as for beginners, another thing that we have done is we actually just recently got through Camp Specchio, where we made videos and did other things to help new players learn the game. And when we do events like this, we'll add more things to the modes that we like to play. Alright, there's the bent hilt. So that's one of the pieces of Go mode that we need. Gonna heal up again and go through another quick dungeon. And the other side of that mode for beginners question is going through Lost Worlds, where you're locked out of 600 AD and 1000 AD, and you're stuck with 3 or 4 characters. So that is a slightly more advanced mode to play. Gotta figure out how to make the limited characters you have work. And you also have very limited key item checks. Alright, I got a much, or at least a better sword for Frog now. Now we're going to fight Retinate. This can be a very strong boss fight. It only takes damage from physical or non-elemental attacks. And with water, it makes it so he's not dodging everything. And I like to take out the top first, then the bottom, and then try to take out the middle. And I do it this way because the top will go into angry boss mode if we take out the bottom first. And the whole thing will go into angry boss mode if we take out the middle. So I was holding my actions to see if I was taking out the top or not at the end there. If I am able to take out the middle at the end, it will double all of my experience points that I gain from this fight. And this unlocks a key item check that I need Robo for. And since I have Robo, I can do that check right after this. So now it is just try to mash out the middle before it runs away, but it ran away, so it's still a lot of experience and tech points. Would have been doubled if I was able to take it out. Now I just need Robo in the party. There are very few places left to check. Oh, I went the wrong way with that. I'm supposed to go this way. And we're gonna go in here. Robo's gonna pull Robo down. And we'll get a key item that Robo has been holding for 400 years. And there's the jets. So now I can go down here, talk to Dalton, and be able to fly around. Talk to the carpenter, we'll get a free key item check. And they've been holding on top of their fridge something hopefully really nice. The bent sword. So I can forge that now. But first I'm going to grab this speed tab. And I'm only looking for the Grand Leon to be able to finish this seed. And with Magus now learning magical spells, I can go through Hecarim's cave. And also Reptite Layer. Also, Frog has learned water too, so I have two people that have AoE spells. Except Magus's AoE spell costs a lot. Okay, Black Hole costs a lot less. But I would still rather do that. Hecarim's Cave is one of the best places in the rando to learn multiple techniques, as a lot of these fights give you 25 tech points. I'm gonna have to take that off of Ayla so she doesn't keep counterattacking things that she should not be counterattacking. Gonna actually see if I want to take this fight or not, and I do. And with what I'm doing here, I'm going to gain 25 tech points from this fight. So the two characters that are going to learn techs is going to double how many tech points that they get, because they learn a technique and then they get those tech points back, learn the next technique at times. So there are times where if you do it just right, you can learn multiple techniques from one fight. Yes, I'm ready. Some some tech issues. Sorry, just things happen. But yeah, going through Hecarim's cave, coming up to Hecarim now. And really nothing should have... Yeah, really nothing should have been missed. And I forgot to go into the menu and change some gear around, which will be fine. And with Magus having his ultimate spell early, really makes this fight dealing 1,000 points of damage. And so with Gear Rando, the Grand Leon might have a different name. And we gave it the Grand Leon name to differentiate the two swords. In the vanilla game, you get the Masamune and then you upgrade it to Masamune. The Grand Leon is what the upgraded sword was called in the Japanese version, or in Japanese terminologies. So forging the sword, I can enter Magus' castle, but I think we have it set up where I have to go through the northern ruins first. And I would rather have an upgraded awesome frog anyway. So going to prehistory, gonna check out this key item down here after healing up with some sweet water first. And I got the jerky out of that last dungeon, which can give me a very high tiered item if I chose to turn that in. And I think that's far enough down for a secret tunnel. It might not be. It was not. But in the other tunnels, you can get really good gear. So a lot of us will wait around for them to do a good dig, and we'll get end game gear. Sometimes that end game gear can mean you winning or not winning in a race. And Magus with Lightning 2 will halt Nizbel, making it a much easier fight. And here it's immediate up here to dodge all of these encounters. And this one I'm just gonna run from. there's my shelters. So now for Nizbel, which is going to be Lightning 2 and then strong attacks. And hopefully getting the Grand Leon, otherwise I have to brush up Mount Woe, which will be a quick thing to do. I can show off double tech, bubble hit. With the rando, we have changed how damage calculations work with most of the techniques. So a lot of them will go with the single technique needed with a boost to the damage output. So bubble hit is water that deals 1.25 times water damage plus Ayla's Rolo Kick at 1.25 times, I think, also, making it deal more damage than if you did the two techniques individually. If Water 2 does not take out Nizbel, I will do another Lightning 2. And then keep on with the bubble hit. I'm hoping to find Leap Slash for Frog and Triple Kick for Ayla. One thing that's coded in this vanilla game is dual techs do not miss. So if you're going up against a boss that you're just not able to hit easily, dual techs is the way to go. Okay, Toma's Pop, which opens up another spot to check. So opening up the Rainbow Shell quest to fight Rust Tyranno. Just get Toma to appear, and then we learn the location of Giant's Claw. Now there's another rock in this claw. And some decent gear too. So, and if I go through this correctly, this will be the only encounter I get into until the boss. And there are 3 power tabs in here. So that is 12 more power to one character, or divided between multiple characters if I wanted to. Run along the bottom, avoid the encounters, grab the rock. That's white rock. I think it told me what it was, but I did not see it. Oh, speed. Speed is very good in this. If you can attack before the enemy mobs can attack, you win a lot more. The gear rando with the plus minus system is plus minus up to 5. And the minus, like even if it's a -1 or -2, it will decrease, or even if it's a plus, it will increase the basic stats of the item as well. So if the basic item gives 8 defense and it gets a +1 buff, it'll give, instead of 8, it might be 9 defense instead. And minus goes the opposite direction. And getting up, if you can roll a seed where you get a +4, +5, instead of just one bonus item, or instead of the one effect, it might gain a second effect. Or it will lose all effects that it might have, and your nice haste helm will be a waste helm, giving you nothing other than maybe a good defensive boost. Rest Tyranno is more of a, can you deal enough damage before it does its ultimate attack? So that's what I'm hoping for, is just being able to deal more damage than it can handle quickly. With a very fast team, it's not like we can do a little bit less damage and still get over that threshold, but it's going to be very close. Alright, Dino is down. Let's see what prize we get. And it's a Grand Leon +2. It might not have a special effect. Nope, magic +6. Okay. Because I'm low on magic in a lot of places. Gonna rest up here. And then go through the final dungeons. But gotta go here, show him that I got tools, which is also the Grand Leon. Oops, I came up here too soon. Gotta tell him to get his buddies so they can all work on filling up all of the holes. Now I can go up here. In this version, I'm playing on the beta version of the web creator. So I am going to have to fight these two fights twice, which is much better than fighting one fight with 4 of these, where they have 2 death counters. They can either not do a death counter, or they can do that MP Buster death counter, removing all of the MP of the character, or they can do a very mean grudge attack, which will kill my party one at a time. So with 3 party members and 4 enemies grudging against you, there's no way to survive. And our way of solving that issue is just having everything filled up. So we come back in here. Power up Frog. He's going to get +10 strength and +2 speed. And thank you for the bits there, Inane Pyro. So now I got a much faster Frog, who also has no MP, and I don't think Magus has no MP either. And no tailspin on Ayla. There we go. 1 power meal. Power meal saved me. And power meal either gives you MP or HP or both. Each time you use it, it changes the randomization of what it gives you. Yeah, the controller is... It's not just the controller. And I turn all my hotkeys off. So I've been kind of trying to I saved just before going in there, so it should be fine. I just have to reopen it. Yeah, so as long as the controller does not go out again, this will be fine. And this is why we like to save often too. Save often, tech issues happen. Yeah, the very secret boss. Oh yeah, I forgot to go. Okay, we're going to see this fight that we should not be seeing anymore. But after this, it should just be talk to the carpenter again and come back through and come back out. And after this, it is Magus's castle and Ozzy's fort. So not too much more. And so this second time is how it was before we got it where they just fixed the whole thing. And I am on pace to be ahead of time. The secret controller boss is trying to say, we don't want you being ahead of time. But we get to hear Frog's music a second time. See, one of the best cutscenes in the game. Frog just destroying this mountain to get to Magus' castle. And at about level 19, I should be able to zip through this castle. Get to Morrow at the end. It says Ozzy recruited Morrow from the future. Or some people say Morrow is angry that she's in the future and will never be recruited, and trying to take her revenge on the party. We took out going back to the general's rooms and coming back here to open this. It's just do this fight and then fight the two generals. Ayla and Frog have 3 dual techs. Only one of them is I really use. Slash's immunities are interesting, where he takes reduced damage from all magical attacks, except he does not take damage from water at all. So the best way to deal with Slash is physical attacks. Unless if you have no good physical, then strong magic can work. Just remember it does reduce points of damage. So instead of about 1,000 points of damage, you're doing 500. And he starts getting really uppity in the last 500 hit points that he has. So here in this fight, you can either give someone a counterattack thing or have whoever you don't care to have magic just attack and they lose all of their MP. Like Frog, all he'll do is heal anyway. The other two have strong techniques. And I'm hoping for no counterattacks in the second half of this fight. Once Fleet gets down to below 50% health, he can do a counterattack that won't wipe my party, but will deal a ton of damage. It's called the Stare. And all Flea is doing is putting my party members to sleep right now. What I'm doing now is setting up for after this fight. So I just need to give Frog this. And now I'm set up for a couple of encounters later on in this dungeon. This whole hallway I'm going to run from everything in here. If you've been noticing, I've been going into the menu when I've been trying to run. It's so that way the ATB bar is stopping on the enemies also, and they're not able to attack me when it's paused. And then when I get out of the menu, my runaway bar has filled up. Now for Ozzy's traps. Oh, a star sight for Magus. We call these rooms Donkey Kong rooms because you're avoiding things and going up the sides. Now this is my path through this room to not get any holes to drop down. Here if you just press up, you go across, you go by the birds. This one is different. You get the bird to go off of the path with the second or third character. Oh, and I got into this fight. Okay, I'm still set up with my MP. It's this next fight that I cannot run away from in this room. The best technique to use here is Frog's Water 2 if you have it. Water damages both enemy groups, and usually by this point, Frog can one-shot everything. I was more worrying about the next fight after this one. The second one we can run from. Then this third fight is just 4 jugglers. They always come onto the screen set for magic to damage. So I will use Magus's Dark Matter attack. Because if it's not overkilling it, it's not being done right. Dark Mist would actually does not do enough. It's 1,000 HP that they have. And Ayla finally learned Charm. And with Ayla learning Charm, I can charm this boss fight with Ozzy. And getting those hyper ethers this late is actually really, really good. So I'm going to charm possibly all 4 of these. Oh, I'm just going to charm that one. And I'm going to get 4 Mega Elixirs. With the drop rate, it's not a percentage. It is a guaranteed drop every time you fight any enemy. So it's either Ozzy or the cranks that are dropping that Mega Elixir. I think it's Ozzy that's dropping it because I charmed the power ring off of the crank. So now it is the Magus fight, which acts the same way. It's just a different sprite. And all the different sprite does is shows off what the final attack is. And it's more of the element that it's going to be. So with Maro, it's going to be water. So Hexagon Mist. I can either try to put on water element armor, oh yeah, that's speed. That can stay. Wait, no, I want Magus to be magic. I'm gonna have Ayla do, and actually, no, I'm gonna have Magus do Black Hole. We changed it to being non-elemental damage. And that's going to cause Maro to change element. So it is Shadow. So Frog will attack with the Grand Leon, lowering the magic defense. And then Magus will do Dark Matter, dealing incredible amounts of damage. And we will just rinse and repeat. And because the Magus fight did not change element, we're in the final phase. And this fight is done. Yeah, so we get that text box saying the barrier at Ozzy's fort is broken, meaning we can now go into Ozzy's fort. I am gonna go down here, rest up quick, and then go into Ozzy's fort. It's going to be Super Slash, or yeah, Super Slash, Flea Plus, and then the trio fight. And at level 25, I should be fine. Also, a couple Mega Elixirs. These first two bosses have 2,000 hit points. Okay, here's the stair. See all of that incredible damage. Okay, good. I will learn Leap Slash. I'm not going to learn Drop Kick, which is fine. Leap Slash is good enough. So now one more fight, and I am going to safety save just in case, because my single target damaging is not all that incredibly high. Part of the safety save is healing back up. And so when I run back in there, it's going to be running almost straight to the Ozzy fight. There's going to be one cutscene just before it. Frog and Ayla are going to be my only single target characters. Magus does AoE spells. With the rando, we got these guys to be really close together, so that way it is harder for this fight. And it's more fair for them. And I am targeting Slash since he's got the lower HP. Once he's done, I can do AoE and no more attacks will happen. Flea will just run away. Ozzy will just sit there, as Ozzy has no script by himself. And now it is just beat up on Ozzy. go to the next room. So fighting Ozzy one last time. Except this is not the final time. We need the kitty to come here and help us out. And when the cat hits the switch, that's when time ends. And there's time. And that's Legacy of Cyrus with Epic Fail and Gear Rando. You can go to our Discord. There's a link on the ctjot.com website. There's a wiki there, Discord link. You can learn a lot about the rando. And we are very welcoming to new players and trying to get more events going for this rando as well. Thank you all for putting this on, the Restreamer side, organizers. Thank you, chat, for coming in. And that's it for me.